Welcome back everyone to my lovely live stream, which will begin in a few moments' time. Today's live stream will begin in a few moments. Don't go away. Today's live stream will begin shortly. Be patient. I'm on my way. Do-do-do-do. Ooh, that was hard work. Oh, hello there. Welcome once again to a very bright and sunny England. I hope you are feeling well today and you are feeling healthy. I wish I was feeling healthy. Oh, I thought I was going to have a heart attack then. I'm okay, don't worry. Where is Mr. Duncan? I'm here in my garden. I'm feeling all right, even though yesterday I decided to have a little rest. Did you run, Mr. Duncan? No, I didn't run. Did you see me? I was using my little space hopper. Yes, it is a lovely day here in the UK. Another nice day. It is a little bit cloudy. There you go. It is a little cloudy. So there you can see the clouds overhead floating by. Although, fortunately, the sun does come out from time to time. So it's great. We are having a lovely day here. And I hope you are having a nice day where you are as well. I hope you can hear me all right. And I also hope that you can see me okay. So there is the view today. You can see the beautiful daffodils. They are swaying in the wind. Oh, I think I will pick a daffodil just for you. Would you like me to pick a daffodil? Okay, I will go and bring a lovely daffodil to you. There we go, a beautiful flower for a beautiful audience. Yes, I am in my garden. I was doing some physical exercise because that's what we are told that we have to do at the moment. We all have to go outside and we have to take some physical exercise. However, the big question is, where is Mr. Duncan? Where are you, Mr. Duncan? We can't see you. Can you please show yourself? Okay then, here I come. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Well, are you feeling happy? I really hope so. I hope you are having a lovely day where you are. We have daffodils, we have smiling faces, we have you as well joining me on the live chat. Isn't it great that we can all share this very strange time together? And it is an unusual time as we come towards the end of March and April is just around the corner. We are preparing to spring into April. So that is happening tomorrow. It is the 1st of April. Of course, traditionally on the 1st of April, a lot of people will play practical jokes on each other. I'm not sure if this year it will be happening. So normally on the 1st of April, traditionally people will play tricks or play jokes on each other. However, I'm not sure about this year, to be honest. I'm not sure about this year because a lot of people are, well, first of all, isolated. So I suppose it might be difficult to actually make a joke or trick someone. Also, it might not be very nice. So a lot of people this year have been told that they must not, please don't, please do not make any practical jokes on the 1st of April. So some people are not going to even bother, including me. To be honest with you, I don't normally make April Fool's jokes, to be honest. I don't normally like to trick people because sometimes it can hurt their feelings. I think so. So I am outdoors, and the reason why I am outside is because I am getting my physical exercise with my little space hopper. Can you see my space hopper? And that is something that I use from time to time to give me some exercise. And that is what I was using at the start of today's live stream. Would you like to see me bouncing up and down on my space hopper? Space hopper. It is actually a toy that was very popular here in the UK during the 1970s. So during the 1970s, many people, many children used to play with this particular thing. It is called a space hopper. So space means you are jumping up and down into space. And hopper means you are bouncing around. You will hop, hop, bounce, like this. So here it is, my lovely space hopper. Do you like it? Do you like my space hopper? There are two reasons why I love my space hopper. One is because it always looks friendly and happy. And the other one is because I can use it to take some exercise in the garden, like this. It's such good fun, it really is. So that is how I'm passing my time today. What are you doing on this Tuesday? What are you doing? It is Tuesday. It is the last day of March. Oh, what a month. What an unbelievable month we've had. Can you believe what is happening at the moment? How are you keeping yourself busy? What are you doing? However, yesterday I decided to stay in the house. I had a rest yesterday. I decided to take some rest and relaxation. However, I'm so excited to be back with you again. So March is slowly fading away, although I have a feeling that we will remember March 2020 for a very long time to come. Ooh. What is the face on your space hopper? I think it's supposed to be a rabbit, or maybe a kangaroo. So it might be a rabbit or a kangaroo. I have a feeling it is actually a kangaroo. So the face that you can see, the face on the space hopper, I think it's actually a kangaroo, because of course kangaroos hop and jump. So there you go. Thank you, Mr. Space Hopper. I will see you later. It is a windy day here today. We've got a bit of a breeze. However, I couldn't resist coming outside. The sun is shining, as you saw at the start of my live stream. So there is the view today, looking in the garden. You can see all of the daffodils for those who are interested in looking at my flowers. You can see there are some daffodils. We often see these flowers during springtime. And there you can see the daffodils are looking lovely today. They are looking rather nice. And then we can look upwards into the distance. And there is a very familiar view for those who watch my live lessons often. You will know exactly what that is. Mr. Duncan, have you eaten any more Jaffa cakes today? No. I have to say, sadly, I don't have any more Jaffa cakes, unfortunately. I don't. I have none left. Can you believe it? So unfortunately, I don't have any Jaffa cakes left at all. So at the start of today's live stream, I was doing some exercises on my little space hopper. But what about you? How are you keeping fit? How are you keeping yourself busy? Are you doing some exercise? So I am trying my best to keep myself active and fit during this period of time, because most people now are staying at home, including me, including Mr. Steve. Steve at the moment is actually in his office. He is busy working in his office, and I am busy working here in front of you right now on the live chat. Talking of which, let's have a look at the live chat, shall we? Hello to Blanca. Hello, Blanca Go. Hello, Blanca. Nice to see you here today. I hope you are feeling all right. And it is your first time on the live chat. Congratulations. Nice to see you here. I hope you will have a good time today. Don't forget also to give me a lovely thumbs up. Can you please give me a nice like? And then YouTube will share my live stream with more and more people, which means more people will be able to share their love of the English language together. Hello also to Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Nice to see you here today, watching in France. Also, Giang Dao, hello to you. Hello to you in Vietnam. Mr. Duncan, it is lovely to see you, and I hope you are having a great time. It's been a long time since I caught you, or since I was able to catch your live stream. Naruto, nice to see you back. Yes, I do remember you, because I said that your name sounded like a character from anime. So yes, I do remember you very well. Hi to Martin. Martin, hello Martin. By the way, Martin is one of my friends in real life. Yes, I do have friends in the real world. Trust me, I do. Honestly. Hi to Martin, nice to see you here. Have you saved me some Jaffa cakes? I'm afraid not. There are no Jaffa cakes left, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I've eaten them all. The only thing I have left is a little bit of ice cream. So there is some ice cream in the freezer. So that is all I have left. I don't have any chocolate. I don't have any Jaffa cakes. I have no Oreos. I have nothing to eat. Only a little bit of ice cream. That is all I have. So it's nice to see so many people on the live chat. As you know, I am with you as often as I can, even though yesterday I wasn't with you. I apologise, but I just felt so tired yesterday. I think all of my days of doing live streams suddenly hit me. I don't know how or why, but it did. Suddenly I felt a little bit exhausted, a little bit tired. However, today I am back. I'm back with you all, and I hope we can share a little bit of time together today. Does that sound like a good idea? I really hope so. Hello also to Arwa. Hello, Arwa. How can I improve my English? Well, just like learning anything, you have to study. And with the English language, there are many things you have to learn. You have to learn how to listen. And that's the reason why I am here with you. So this will help you to improve your English listening. So you can listen to my voice, you can hear me talking right now through your computer screen, as if by magic. So you can hear me talking. So listening is a very good skill to develop. If you want to listen to English, then you need to be able to listen to what is being said. Also, reading. So reading can be a very good way of learning new words. Also, you can study grammar as well. So that can come in very useful indeed. And of course, for most people, the hardest part is speaking English. For most people, if you ask anyone learning English, they will often say, The hardest part is actually speaking. Or, of course, sometimes the hardest part is sharing English with other people. So maybe you are learning English on your own. So that is another reason why I do this. That is another reason why I do this. Hello to Rohith. Hello, Rohith. Which one is good, listening or reading? Well, they are both useful. So listening and reading are different things. So both of them, if you do them together, can help to improve your English. So the more you listen to English, the more you will begin to understand the way it is spoken and the words that people use. If you read English, then you will be able to see the words, and also you will be able to understand certain grammar rules. So a lot of people don't like learning grammar. However, the way I teach English is by giving you an atmosphere or an environment of English. So my job is to create an English environment. So this little box that you are watching now is actually English coming into your life as if by magic. Can you please prepare another pancake? Definitely not. Not after my last disaster when I tried my best to make a pancake. Anyway, pancake day is gone. It's gone now. So we normally make pancakes in February, but of course that has gone. Hello, Mr. Blackbird. The blackbird just said hello. So yes, we have Easter coming soon. So of course in April, I think in 2 weeks from now, so 2 weeks from now, it will be Easter time. And another reason why I love Easter is because of chocolate. It's true. So that is the reason why. Hello to Dorota. Hello, Dorota or Dorota. I baked some bread today. Oh, can I just tell you, one of the nicest things, one of the nicest smells that you can have around you is the smell of bread baking in the oven. So there is nothing nicer than the smell of bread baking in the oven. Did you know that if you are trying to sell your house, and this is something that people here in the UK actually do, and maybe where you are, if you are trying to sell your house, one of the best ways to get people interested in your house, if they come to see your house, so maybe you put your house on the market, you are selling your house, and then maybe some people will come to look at your house. A little tip, a little idea, always put some bread in the oven so you can get the smell of the bread baking in the house, because apparently it makes the house more attractive. So if you have the smell of bread baking in the oven, so maybe you can put a little piece of bread in the oven and slowly warm it up, and then the smell of the bread will make people visiting your house excited, and they will feel very happy to be there. So that is a good tip if you are trying to sell your house. Always have some bread baking in the oven. I'm not joking, it is a real thing. In fact, when we were selling our house a few years ago, we actually did that. So when anyone came to see the house, because we wanted to sell the house, I would always put some bread in the oven and I would have it heating up. So warm bread, the smell of warm bread apparently makes people very excited. So there it is, a little tip on your Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, or maybe even Tuesday night. Hello, Christina. Yes, I will spend Easter locked in the house. It is very sad. I will be celebrating Easter, but I won't be going to church or anything like that. However, I will be celebrating Easter by eating lots and lots of Easter eggs. Yes, it is true, I have a very sweet tooth. For those who are wondering, I do have a very sweet tooth. Yes, bread magic, says Mika. Hi Mika, nice to see you here today. I hope everything is going okay where you are in Japan. So I hope things are okay for you as well. Hello to Than Nguyen, who is watching in Vietnam, I think so. Rohith asks, did you sell your house? We did. We managed to sell the house. And I think my little idea about putting the bread in the oven actually worked. I think it did. So we did sell the house. We had about 3 or 4 people come to the house. And then I think it was the second group of people who came to look at the house. They actually bought it. They bought the house from us. But yes, I did do that. I put some bread in the oven and I warmed the bread, and you could smell all around the house the smell of baking bread. It's gorgeous. There are some smells that I absolutely love, and one of them is baking bread. Another one is, of course, the smell of nature. We can have the smell of the flowers, the smell of all of the flowers coming into bloom, because now we are heading towards summer here in the UK. Anna Pika says, Mr. Duncan, you are very greedy. Really? Okay. Maybe sometimes I am, especially at the moment, because sometimes I think to myself, ooh, I fancy something to eat. I really do. So sometimes I get very peckish. Sometimes I really want something to eat. Are you going to cook any special dishes at Easter? Not really, no. I don't think we'll be eating anything special besides Easter eggs and, of course, hot cross buns. Very nice. So we traditionally have hot cross buns. Unfortunately, we haven't got any at the moment, because when we went to the baker in Much Wenlock on Saturday, and they didn't have any hot cross buns. They had none. Naruto, nothing smells better than freshly baked bread. But in the retailers, they use a special scent to influence the shoppers. I've heard this as well. I've heard that sometimes supermarkets will actually put the smell of baking food into the supermarket, so people will buy more things. I have heard of that. If it's true, I don't know. I really don't know. Another good way to learn English, says Lewis, is to listen to songs. I agree with you. So you can listen to English songs, you can learn the words or the lyrics. So when we talk about the lyrics of a song, we are talking about the words. So you can learn the words, you can sing the song, and then, of course, you can also learn some English words at the same time. So yes, I think that's a brilliant idea. Please do not eat the lamb at Easter. I will probably not have any lamb, so I won't be eating lamb at Easter. However, we might have some fish if we can get some, because at the moment it's very hard to get fish. So fresh fish at the moment is very hard to get hold of. Mr. Duncan, what does ironically mean? If you do something ironically, it means you are doing it, but you don't really mean the thing you are doing or saying. So it can actually mean the opposite of what you are doing. So maybe you are doing something just to make a joke, or maybe you are doing something that you don't really mean. We can say that you are doing it ironically. So we often look at irony, or doing something ironically, as an opposite meaning, or things that go against the meaning. Something is ironic, or you are doing something in an ironic way. We can sometimes say that being ironic is sarcastic. You are using sarcasm to make some sort of statement. You are being ironic. Do you know the song by Kim Wilde called Cambodia? Yes, I do. A very nice song. Kim Wilde. Of course, she is the daughter of a very famous pop star from the 1960s called Marty Wilde, a man. So Marty Wilde is actually the father of Kim Wilde. But do you know what Kim Wilde does now? So in the 80s, in the 1980s, she was a pop singer. But now, apparently, she writes children's books. So there, she has gone from being a pop star to a children's writer. So yes, a very interesting change of career, I must say. My space hopper has just walked away. Did you see that? It went away. I don't know why. Maybe I offended it. Maybe I said something that I shouldn't have. Hello, Mr. Duncan. You are my teacher. I really like your videos. It's my life. Thank you very much. Nice to see you here today. One or two people have asked about one of my lessons, lesson 59, which is all about autumn. I'm going to tell you a little story about lesson 59. And this particular lesson is all about autumn. It took me a very long time to make. I did a lot of filming and editing, and I put some lovely music into the video. However, a few months ago, someone said that I'd stolen their music. So I started to have this battle with a group of people who said that I was using their music illegally. However, I wasn't. I had bought the music under license, so I was allowed to use it. So this particular thing became a very big argument. So sometimes running a YouTube channel can be really difficult and quite stressful, especially when people start making threats against you. So these people were starting to threaten me, and they said they were going to take action, and then they said they were going to complain to YouTube and get my channel removed. And I hadn't done anything wrong. I hadn't. I had done nothing wrong. So in the end, I got so tired of fighting with this person. I just removed the actual video. So the video has now gone from my YouTube channel. So that's the reason why lesson 59, my lesson all about autumn, is now missing. It is not on my YouTube channel anymore. However, there is some good news, because I will be making a re-edited version of my autumn lesson, and then I will post it on YouTube. So I will do some changes. I will make some changes to my autumn lesson. I will take the music out, and then I will put some other music in the video to replace it. So for those wondering why they can't see my autumn lesson, the reason is someone kept making threats. They were threatening me with all sorts of things, and then YouTube got involved as well, and oh, it really does become very annoying. Hello also to Maria. Hello Maria, nice to see you here today. Hello Florence. Hello also to Peso. Hello Peso. You see, I did mention your name. Sometimes I don't see the messages straight away because they move very quickly on my screen. But hello to Peso. Nice to see you here today. Min Fu video. Hello to everybody watching the live stream. Nice to see you here today. It is becoming very cloudy. The cloud is starting to build up. It is starting to gather above my head. Look at that. Can you see? Oh dear. Look. It looks as if we have a lot of cloud forming in the sky. I don't like the look of that. I really don't. So there you can see the grey clouds are now gathering. I don't know what the weather forecast is today, but I would imagine we might get a little bit of rain later on. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? Hello Marcelo. Hello Marcelo, nice to see you here as well. Great to see so many people joining me on the live chat. What is your favourite book? I've read many books, especially at school. During my English literature classes, we would always read a book and then the teacher would ask questions about the story. Although sometimes, I will be honest with you, sometimes in my English class, I would sometimes write my own stories. And then I would give them to my teacher and she would give me a grade. She would say, oh, that's very nice. And she would give me a little grade. So I didn't have to write the story. I just wanted to do it. I found it a very good way of expressing myself. So sometimes writing things or writing stories or writing anything can be a good way of expressing yourself. Don't you feel afraid of the rain and the thunder, says Capdev. I don't feel afraid, but I do feel worried about getting wet. So I'm not afraid of thunder and I'm not afraid of rain. However, I am afraid of getting wet. I don't like being wet. I always like to stay dry and warm. To be honest, autumn. It sounds good. Hello everyone, I hope you have a nice day. Hello Zuzika. Hello Zuzika, nice to see you here as well. As I mentioned just, my lesson 59, which is my autumn lesson, will be available again. I'm going to remake some of it with different music. So then people will not try to sue me for copyright infringement. It's true. I had such a lot of hassle, a lot of trouble from a group of people who really made me feel rather unhappy. Hello, Wilson. Wilson is here. Mr. Duncan, you look fantastic. The weather here in Spain is rubbish. Well, I would imagine that the weather in many places is not very good at the moment. I might actually have to go into the house, you see. So if it does start raining, I will have to go into the house and do my live stream from in the house. We will see what happens. Hello to everybody. Don't forget, during this strange period of time, because I know a lot of people at the moment are in their houses, you are, and I am. So we are all sharing a very similar experience at the moment. So I am going through it, and you are going through it. So both of us are doing the same thing. In fact, all of us, I would imagine all of us are doing this at the moment. I suppose you have a great imagination in writing stories. It is something I used to do a lot when I was a child. I used to like writing stories. And sometimes I would write stories about myself as if my life was actually different. So sometimes I would write stories about my own experiences when I was a child. So at the time of being a child, I would sometimes make up stories about my life. I don't know why, my imagination sometimes would go very crazy. Some people might say that nothing has changed. Okay, if you say so. Hello to Naruto again. Yes, a lot of people now are staying at home. We have been told here in the UK that we must stay at home as well. We are allowed to go outside to take some exercise. So that is the reason why I was in my garden today, hopping around on my space hopper. And that's the reason why I was doing it. I was bouncing around the garden. Mr. Duncan, did you read Mr. Chip's novel? There was a story, Goodbye Mr. Chips, I believe, is about a teacher who was very much loved by his students. Very sad film as well. There was a film also made based on the story. I think the actor was Robert Donut. So there was an actor called Robert Donut, and he was a very famous actor, and he starred in the film version of Goodbye Mr. Chips. Thank you very much to Math and Physics. Hello, Math and Physics. I like your name. Two very difficult subjects. I'm not very good at maths. I don't mind admitting it. I don't mind telling you that I am not very good at mathematics. And also, well, I do like physics. I'm very interested in physics, even though it's a rather complicated and hard to grasp subject. Larissa asks, do you write any stories now when you have free time? I don't really write stories anymore. What I used to do quite often is write scripts and ideas for my English lessons. So that is something I still enjoy doing. I do enjoy writing things about the English language. I'm very interested in words and the way words are used. So I do have a genuine interest in the English language. I love English very much, and I like teaching English, and also I like helping other people with their English as well. Pewtree, hello Pewtree, are you an English teacher? I teach English on YouTube. I've been doing it for a very long time. You know what's coming next. How long have I been teaching English on YouTube? How long? A very long time, actually. Nearly 14 years I've been here on YouTube doing this. So yes, I've been doing this on YouTube for nearly 14 years. Dung Tran asks, are you scared of ghosts? No, I'm not. I don't believe in ghosts. So no, I don't feel afraid of ghosts. I've never seen a ghost. Some people say that I look a little bit like a ghost because my skin is very pale. Maybe not. But no, I'm not afraid of ghosts because I don't believe in ghosts. So I hope that answers your question. Of course, during this very difficult time, I know things are very strange around the world. Things are very weird. I hope you continue doing this amazing job on YouTube. Thank you, Kathiani. Thank you, Kathiani. That's very kind of you to say. I will try my best to carry on doing it. I feel great at the moment, even though Sadly, I have to spend a lot of my time at home right now. So that is a big problem. I have to spend a lot of my time in the house, and sometimes I want to go out for a lovely walk and I can't. So we have to be very careful where we go and also who we have contact with. So at the moment I have to stay at home. I like to have a little walk around here where I live, but unfortunately I can't go too far. It is a shame. Hello to Priyanka. Hello Priyanka. I have watched your videos since 2012. Thank you very much. It's nice to see that you've been here for all those years. Thank you very much. Don't forget, give me a little thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And also share to let me know that you care. A little thumbs up can go a very long way. Mohammed Hasnain. Hello from Pakistan. Lots of love from Pakistan. Hello to you as well. How are things going where you are? I know around the world people are facing many different difficulties. Some of these difficulties are very similar. However, some of them are rather different. They are very different problems. There are people who are spending a lot of time on cruise ships. So they are actually stuck on cruise ships in the middle of the ocean because they can't bring their cruise ship into any port. So countries feel a little worried about allowing the cruise ships to arrive at their port. So there are people at the moment experiencing a very strange period of time, a very unusual period of time, because they are floating around on a cruise ship. Incredible. Hello to the live chat. Nice to see so many people here. I wasn't here yesterday. I decided yesterday, I'm going to tell you, I decided yesterday to have a little rest. So I stayed in bed until around about midday yesterday. And I felt very relaxed, very laid back, very calm. So I decided yesterday to just do that. And that's what I did. But, of course, I never stay away for very long. So I'm back here with you today. And remember, the other thing that I like to say to you, I like to give you some words of encouragement. No, Mr. Steve will not be here today because he's working. He has to carry on working. So unfortunately, there is no Steve today. I'm sorry about that. Here are my words of encouragement. Some nice things to say. Remember, you are not alone. You are not alone. We are all in a very similar situation. I am, you are. So we are all feeling very similar at the moment. 13 Masoli says, hi there, I love your YouTube courses. I am an English teacher too. Welcome. You are so inspiring for me, and right now I am preparing my dough to make some bread. I have a feeling that a lot of people are making bread at the moment, and I think it's a great idea. I think so. You are not alone. Do not fear, do not worry. I will be here every day. In fact, I will be here tomorrow as well. It is the 1st of April tomorrow. It will be a brand new month. You can also make the best of a bad deal. When things seem bad, when things seem difficult, maybe you have a situation that you have no control over, sometimes you can make the best of a bad deal. Sometimes you can do things. Especially if you are in a situation that you don't normally experience. you can find something interesting to do. Maybe you can learn a new subject, take up a new hobby. Always look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. If you can, look on the bright side. Try to find something positive in your life. There is always something positive. There is always something that you can find that might benefit yourself or maybe other people. Something I've noticed around here, a lot of people are now helping each other. And it's great. Isn't it wonderful? I always think that when you have a crisis, when you have a difficult situation, it always brings out the best and also sometimes the worst in people. So sometimes you can have really nice things happening, people doing nice things, and other times you might find people doing not so nice things. So yes, every cloud has a silver lining. Here is another one. Look on the bright side. There is always something positive you can find. So I am trying to find my silver lining by being here with you. So doing my live streams, talking to you in English, sharing my love of English with you is my silver lining. And I hope it is yours as well. Every cloud has a silver lining. That's what they say. Another one. Oh, I like this one. If I can find it. Where is it? Oh yes, here it is. You must always tell yourself that every cloud has a silver lining. I said that one just, didn't I? Here is the one I meant to show you. There is light at the end of the tunnel, everyone. This is the right one. This is the one I wanted to show you. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Even when things seem dark and gloomy, always tell yourself that there is a glimmer of light ahead. In the distance, it might seem very far away. It might seem very distant. However, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Good things will always come in the end, even if that light seems far away, even if it seems very distant, it is still coming towards us. So there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Something good will come. Sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to wait. Life comes with no guarantees or promises. Sometimes we have to experience a little bit of bad to appreciate the good. I think so. So that is the way things go sometimes. That is the way things go sometimes, unfortunately. Always look on the bright side, not look at the bright side. Well, if you look on the bright side, it means you are saying your general behavior or your way of thinking. So you look on the bright side. You can, of course, look at the bright side of things, but we often say, look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. Of course, you can say, look at the bright side, but it doesn't sound quite right. There is something strange about saying that. Look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. That is what I try to do. Even when things are not going well, I always try to look on the positive side, the good side. I like to be optimistic. So sometimes being optimistic, being positive, can help you move along with your life, whatever the situation may be. Whatever is happening in your life, sometimes you have to look on the bright side. Hello to the live chat. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten about you. Hello also Anna. I agree with you, Mika. We must be positive. It helps in every situation. Well, from my point of view, I always think that being positive is a way of helping yourself stay healthy, dare I say. So having a healthy mind, keeping yourself fit and active, which is what I'm doing in my garden. So in my garden, I am taking plenty of exercise. I'm doing lots of things. You might be able to hear around me, there are people doing work in their garden. So some people are cutting trees. So that is one of the sounds you might be able to hear behind me, as well as all the lovely birds. So there are birds singing in the trees, and they are feeling very happy. And so am I. I'm happy because you're there. And I hope you are happy as well. Hello, Galaxy. Hello to the Galaxy. Wow. I love your name. There is a brand of chocolate called Galaxy. That's the reason why I was getting excited, you see. I am new here. What is this? Well, this is the internet. And sometimes on the internet, you can find people doing live streams, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So the thing you are looking at now is the internet. It's been around for many years, and this is one particular website on the internet called YouTube. It's been around since 2005, and you might see people sometimes inside this little box, and they will be talking to you like this. So that's what this is. So now you know. Mr. Duncan, do you like watching action films? Yes, I do. One of my favourite action films must be Die Hard, because I'm a big fan of Bruce Willis. So yes, I am a big fan of Bruce Willis. So I do like Die Hard, even though it's a little violent in places. Especially when Mr. Yashimoto, is that his name? Mr. Yashimoto gets shot. I don't like that part. I always look away from the screen when that happens. So I like action films, but if they are too violent, sometimes I have to close my eyes or cover my eyes with my hands. Oh, it's too horrible. I don't want to look. Oh, like that. That's what I do. I'm sure someone is going to say, Mr. Duncan, don't put your hands on your face, you naughty man. Sorry about that. Do you like Cadbury chocolate? Yes, I love Cadbury chocolate very much. There is, of course, a big factory here in the UK. Cadbury chocolate is made in Birmingham. I think it's actually owned by an American company now. So I don't think it's actually a British company anymore. I think it's actually owned by an American company called Kraft. So I think they own Cadbury now. Do you like horror films? Yes, I like horror films. There are certain horror films that I like. In fact, I was talking to Mr. Steve yesterday about horror films. We were talking about The Omen. Have you ever seen The Omen? Very scary movie about a little boy who is possessed by the devil. Like that. So, yes, I like horror films. But of course, if you are a regular viewer, you will know that I love science fiction. I'm a very big fan of sci-fi. I love Star Wars, Star Trek. I like Blade Runner as well, another good movie based on a wonderful novel by Philip K. Dick called Do Sheep Dream? Do Sheep Dream? Oh, sorry. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? That's it. A very good novel. And of course, the movie Blade Runner is based on that book. I'm also a fan of Bruce Willis, and I also like Tom Hanks, says Julia. I have to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Tom Hanks. I know. I can watch him sometimes in some movies, but I don't like him in everything he's done. One of the most boring films I ever saw with Tom Hanks was a film called The Airport. It's basically Tom Hanks for the whole movie sitting in an airport for the whole movie. And it might be one of the few times where I've actually stopped watching a movie because it was so boring. So I stopped watching it. It's bad enough waiting in a real airport without watching a movie showing what it's like being in an airport. I must admit. Can you hear the cockerel? There is a cockerel in the distance calling. Mr. Duncan, have you watched Castaway? Another movie that I didn't like. Very boring movie. I didn't like it. I didn't like Castaway with Tom Hanks. I know a few people. Oh, there's a little spider. There was a little spider on my hat. Sorry about that. No, I don't really like Castaway. No, boring movie. Sent me to sleep. Can you please show your farm, Mr. Duncan? I don't have a farm. I wish I did. It would be lovely if I had a farm. If I had my own farm, I would keep lots of sheep. Lots of lambs would be running around in my garden. But sadly, no, I don't have a farm, unfortunately. It looks as if I have a farm, but I don't. The worst blockbuster film of 2018 was Hellboy. Yes, they did a terrible remake. They did an awful remake of Hellboy. Now, I prefer the original version with Ron Perlman playing the lead role as Hellboy, but I don't know what that was, that reboot or remake. Very strange. Not a good movie. You are right. Do you like to watch Ant and Dec? Next question. Bridge of Spies is a very good movie. Okay, all right. Giovanni likes Bridge of Spies, another Tom Hanks movie. Another person I sometimes like and sometimes I don't like is George Clooney. He's another one of those actors who I can watch in some movies, but in other movies I don't like to watch him at all. It's very strange. For example, I've never seen any of the Oceans films, Oceans 11 or Oceans 12 or Oceans 13. I've never seen any of those, just because George Clooney is in it. Are you a fan of Adidas? What do you think? What do you think? Titanic. Oh, hello there. We are really getting into a theme. We are talking about movies. Hello, Kathiani. Kathiani likes Titanic. Yes, I suppose Titanic is a good film. Not too bad. The only problem is we all knew what happens at the end. We all knew what happens at the end because of the famous story, the actual event. Eric said George Clooney as Batman. I know, I can't believe that. One of the last actors in the world I would expect to see playing Batman would be George Clooney. And then we have another one, don't we, coming up? We have another Batman movie coming up. Who's playing Batman this time? Who is it this time? It's not me, is it? It's not me. I'm not playing Batman, am I? It seems everyone else has played Batman. So I'm pretty sure eventually I will also be playing Batman. Apparently Robert Pattinson. Oh dear. Oh, God. Who comes up with these ideas? Do you know who would be a great Batman? The guy from Twilight. Ah, dear. I don't know what these film executives are taking. Whatever it is, can I have some, please? I would love that. Mr. Duncan, please make a video and upload it on YouTube so I can improve your speaking English. Well, there are many videos on my YouTube channel. There are nearly 700 videos on my YouTube channel. There are many. Have you ever watched the film Carpe Diem with the amazing Robin Williams? Ah, you see? Thank you, Anna. I do like Robin Williams. I like Robin Williams. Not to be confused with Robbie Williams, the singer. Robin Williams, the guy who played Mork. Nano, nano. Yes, I like Robin Williams. One of his best movies, as far as I'm concerned, is Good Morning Vietnam, a very good movie. Also, he was in a very interesting movie called 1 Hour Photo. Have you ever seen 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams? It is a very interesting movie. And Robin Williams plays the part of a very sinister guy, a very strange character. So I think that's also one of his best movies, 1 Hour Photo. If you get a chance to watch that, very good movie, very interesting movie. And it is interesting to see Robin Williams playing a rather sinister role. So yes, I do like Robin Williams very much. And yes, it was a big loss when he passed away, unfortunately. Have you ever watched Dracula movies? We are really covering some very interesting topics. Dracula. I remember many years ago as a kid, as a child, I used to watch Dracula movies on television, starring Christopher Lee. So I always think one of the best actors to play Dracula was Christopher Lee. Pretty good actor. And he was around for many years. He appeared in so many different movies, including Lord of the Rings and also Star Wars. Who would have thought that Christopher Lee would have eventually appeared in Star Wars? So yes, I always thought that Christopher Lee was a very good Dracula. Made quite a few movies. And also Bela Lugosi as well. Bela Lugosi was a very famous actor going way back in time, a long time ago. And he also played the part of Dracula. Anna says, I love Robin Williams so much. He was wonderful. Yes, I agree. A wonderful actor, a very funny person. His way of looking at life only from my opinion, was very unusual. I quite like people who look at life in a different way, because it's very easy to start thinking negatively about the world around us. But there are sometimes magic people who appear to come from nowhere, and their view of life is very different from other people. So I find that kind of person very interesting. I do like people who are a little unusual. How many people are in your family? I have 3 other people in my family, and also another one who I don't see anymore. So there are 5 people in my family: mother, father, 2 sisters, and of course me as well. Thank you, Beatrice. I admire Robin Williams' many spectacular movies, like The Dead Poets Society is another good movie with Robin Williams. Captain, oh Captain, I will stand on my desk and I will salute you because you are the best. Thank you to... You seem to be an expert on Dracula films. Thank you, Noemi. I am a fan of films, to be honest. I love watching movies. As a kid, I used to spend a lot of time watching movies on TV. So I do like films, movies, especially at the moment, because of course a lot of people are at home. They are isolating themselves away from other people. So there are many opportunities to spend time watching movies. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. There are many others as well. CBS Action is another one. Hamid Draza, hello Hamid Draza. Norman Wisdom, yes, Norman Wisdom was a very popular comedian, and also he appeared in many films, many movies during the 1950s. In fact, at one time he was the biggest and the top earning movie star in the country, in this country, during the 1950s. Norman Wisdom. He was a great actor, very funny man, very physical. He could do some amazing physical things. He would always do his own stunts. So yes, Norman Wisdom. You might be able to find some of his movies on YouTube. So there might actually be some movies by Norman Wisdom here on YouTube. Bayan says, I don't like talking about movies. I'm sorry about that. We can talk about something else if you want. Can you answer me? What is your name on Instagram? The other day I talked about Instagram. I do have an Instagram page. I have an account. However, I don't think I belong on Instagram. I don't think I belong there. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? Because most people on Instagram are normally beautiful and pretty. You might get beautiful girls or handsome boys all posing on their Instagram pages. So to be honest, I don't feel as if I belong on Instagram. I always feel more comfortable on YouTube. I don't know why. I like YouTube much more. Instagram, it's okay, but I think it's for young people. It's not for old people like me. Flower says they are just making fake photos. Yes, but I think certain types of social media are definitely for young people. I suppose another good example is TikTok. So you see, I would never go on TikTok because TikTok is for youngsters. It's for young people. It's not for me. So that's the reason why. However, I do use YouTube and I love YouTube. I like being here. I love talking to you on YouTube. Yo! Hello to Jack Scott. Yo! How is it going? What is your goal for these live streams? Because I am new. My goal is to show you that everyone is in the same position. So normally on YouTube, I talk about the English language. I teach English on YouTube. I've been doing this for many years. At the moment, of course, we have a lot of spare time. You do, I do. So I'm doing these live streams as a way of spending time together. So there might be people watching out there in YouTube land who have nothing to do, or maybe they are feeling a little alone. So the reason why I'm here is so I can spend some of my alone time with you. And then hopefully we won't feel quite so alone. I hope that answers your question. Do you have Facebook? Yes, I do have Facebook. I have a lot of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people follow me on Facebook. So yes, I do. I do have Facebook. Mr. Duncan, you are not elderly. Sometimes I feel elderly. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I do. Jack says, that's awesome. Thank you for donating your time. You're welcome. It's nice. It's nice. I enjoy doing it. So this gives me a purpose. It gives me something to do during these strange days. And let's be honest, we might be doing this for a very long time. So we might as well have some fun whilst we're doing it. Mr. Duncan, do you watch the Avengers movie? Avengers movie. Oh, do you mean superheroes? Can I just tell you, I'm not a big fan of superhero movies. Yeah, Avengers, all of that, Batman, Spider-Man. How many Spider-Man movies have there been? There have been far too many Spider-Man movies. Please, please, Hollywood, no more Spider-Man movies, please. Can we have no more? No, I don't like watching superhero films. I find them all a little bit, well, the same. I have watched some of them. One of them was Iron Man. I quite liked Iron Man. For two reasons. It was quite a good movie, funny, and also I am a big fan of Robert Downey Jr. because I think he's a good actor. He's one of those actors who really has a very good screen presence. I think so. Hamid Draza says, I can be your assistant and add some followers in Iran. Well, you can always suggest my live streams. You can always say, hey, if you like English, you can always watch Mr. Duncan and his rather unusual live streams. Why not? That's what I say. Hailey Kwang says, there are 7 Spider-Man movies. That's too many Spider-Man movies. So, superhero movies I don't watch very much, I will be honest. Is there anyone else who is watching Mr. Duncan from India? Hello, Gaurav Kumar. I do have a lot of people watching in India. I have many people who follow my English lessons and also watch my English streams as well. Nortus. Hello, Nortus. What about your wife and family? I'm not married. You may or may not be surprised to hear that I'm not married. I don't have a wife. What is your Facebook page? I really want to follow it. mrduncan.uk. But it must be, please, capital letters. So everything is capital letters. Mr. Duncan, all one word, .uk. I'm sure one of my lovely viewers will write it on the chat, because unfortunately I can't write it there. I'm afraid I can't write it on the live chat, even though I want to. mrduncan.uk is my account on Facebook. Jocelyn Alanis or Alanis. OMG. OMG. Why? Why are you OMGing? What is making you feel OMG? Mr. Duncan, what about the Addams family? I think I would be very good, actually, if they made a new version of the Addams family. Maybe I could be, I don't know, I could be the butler, because I'm very tall. Hello, Mohammed Shanavaz. Hello to you. It is my first time watching. Oh, welcome. Welcome. It's nice to see you here. Mr. Duncan, the next meeting, let's invite us into your live stream together to improve our speaking skill. Well, unfortunately, it's very hard to do that because everyone else has to have a very good internet connection. So I do know that if you involve other people, if you bring other people together into your live stream, they must have good internet connection. So I have seen many people who have tried that, and quite often it becomes a disaster because the technology doesn't work properly. Juliana Perez says, me too, I've never seen you, but it looks very interesting. Thank you very much. Well, I normally, when I do my live streams, normally I am in the studio. So I have a lovely studio, which is very comfortable, with lots of lovely technology. However, today I am outside in the garden, getting some fresh air, and of course, my daily exercise. That is what the British government have told me. They have said, Mr. Duncan, you have to go outside once a day to do some exercise. Hiroko says, I'm sorry, but your microphone on the outside live streams is not very good. Your voice is small and it sometimes cracks. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Unfortunately, I think the battery in my machine here might be a little bit old. So maybe that's the reason why. Tomorrow I will be in the studio. So tomorrow I will be in the studio. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. I will be with you tomorrow. I will be in the studio all nice and comfortable. And I will show you some videos. I will show you some interesting things. I will show you some of my live lessons from the past. And I will show you some of my video lessons as well. So I hope that will help you. Twan An Nguyen asks, what time is it in England? It is now nearly 3:15. I will show you just to prove. Some people think that my live stream isn't live. So there you can see it is now coming up to 3:15. Yes, I do have a lovely studio. So my studio is actually very nice inside. I have lots of nice technology. However, sometimes I like to do my live stream outside in the garden, like now. So that's what I'm doing today. And the reason why I do it outside is to give everyone a little chance to breathe in some of that lovely, fresh country air. Mr. Duncan, we have noticed that you have had a shave today. I have. I had a lovely shave in the bathroom. So today my face is lovely and smooth, like a baby's bottom. It really is. So there, yes. I've had a shave today. Unlike Sunday I looked terrible. I do apologise. I looked dreadful on Sunday. Juliana Perez says it is 10:15 in New Jersey. Oh, I see. You are in the USA. So yes, you are behind the UK. I think you are around 5 hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours behind the UK. Hello, Noor. Hello, Noor. Now, where I am, it is 5 p.m. Well, maybe it is 5:15 where you are, 5:15 p.m. I will be going soon. I will be going in a few moments. I've been with you for nearly 1.5 hours. Can you believe it? I've been here for nearly 1.5 hours. It is 4:15 in Budapest. So in Budapest, you are 1 hour ahead in Budapest. Nice to see you here as well. Gaurav. Hello, Gaurav Kumar. How can I improve my communication skills? One of the hardest things about learning English, of course, is communicating with other people. Sometimes you might not have a chance to share your English with other people, and I understand that problem because I used to teach English in China. So many years ago I worked in China as an English teacher, and there were many students who had no one to practice their English with. Sometimes you can listen to your own voice. Maybe you can use your phone. You can record your voice on your phone and then listen to your voice. So you have to make sure that you feel comfortable when you are speaking English. So sometimes it might be hard to find other people who also want to experience the English language, and it is a very common problem. Hello to Vu Chung. Hello, Vu Chung. I have a feeling you might be watching in Vietnam. Am I right? There are many history and philosophy pages on Instagram who are much older than you. Well, maybe I feel a little bit embarrassed or shy going on Instagram, because it would appear that you have to be very sexy or very young to be there. How can I improve my speaking in English? Well, as I just mentioned, a good way of improving your speaking is actually to listen to your own voice, record your voice. Reading is another thing that takes a long time to learn. However, here is my advice. Here is my advice. I will give you my advice because you asked for it. Always learn a new subject like a child. You should never feel embarrassed or afraid to learn like a child. Learn simple words. When you are reading, read simple sentences. So when you begin learning something, never be afraid to learn like a child, because that is the best way to learn anything. It really is. It is the best way to learn anything. Learn like a child. Which language do you speak? Me? I speak English. I used to speak French very well when I was at school, but now it's all gone. My brain has forgotten all about it because I didn't use it. Also, when I was in China, I had to learn survival Chinese. Oh, Chinese is very hard to learn. Very hard. Trust me, it's difficult. Hello, Duane Doe. Hello to you as well. Nice to see you here. Hi, Mr. Duncan. Hello, Anna Kobe. Hello, also Lucas. Lucas Dong. Hello, Lucas. Nice to see you here on my live stream. It is Mr. Duncan. That's me, by the way. Talking to you live from England. Gaurav, sir, I am from India, and here English speaking is taken as a very difficult type of job. So sometimes I get disappointed. What can I do to make my English perfect? How can I communicate perfectly in English? Well, again, one of the most important things when you are learning English or any language is to try and create an environment for yourself where you can experience the language being used, including here. And that's the reason why I do these live streams. So when you are watching me, you are actually experiencing English. So this is actually an English environment. So this is one of the things you have to try and do. You have to try and create your own English environment, whether it is listening, reading, or speaking. Hello, Valerie Castillo. Hello to you as well. One of the things I've noticed over the past couple of days, and this has nothing to do with that. I've got a little bit of hay fever. So my nose sometimes becomes very wet and runny because I get hay fever. So at the moment, some of the fields, some of the farmers are actually growing crops and they are actually producing pollen at the moment. Can you talk about the... Well, I don't really want to talk too much about it because I think most people are trying to actually escape talking about it. So I like to think that this is different. I like to think that this is slightly different from everything else that is happening. There are many people at the moment talking about, but I don't want to talk about it. Crop. When we talk about crop, we can use the word crop as both a noun and also a verb. So your crop, you can crop something by cutting it. So as a verb, you crop your field, you cut your field. But your crop can also be the things that you grow. So the wheat or the barley is also your crop. The things you grow, normally food, grain, things like that. Juliana Perez says, I am Lucas Dong's friend and we go to the same school. That's very nice. It's very nice to see two people who are actually friends in life. Isn't that nice? Hello, Marketing Full. Hello, Mr. Marketing Full. How is your job going at the moment? Are you doing a lot of marketing? Or maybe you are taking a little bit of time off during these crazy times that are occurring around the world. Hello, Siddy. Hi, it's my first time watching your channel and it's legendary and great and excellent. Thank you very much, Siddy. Hello, Siddy. Nice to see you here as well. Do you understand Hindi? I would have to say no. I would have to say no. I don't understand Hindi, although I do like Hindi music. I love your channel. Thank you, Siddy, again. Very kind of you. Where is your naughty pheasant? I don't know why. Today the pheasant has disappeared, and I know why. The pheasant has a girlfriend. I'm going to show you tomorrow. The pheasant that normally comes into my garden has a girlfriend. He's found a beautiful lady pheasant. So there. So the pheasant now has a girlfriend. So he's very busy with her at the moment. So that's what's happening as far as my naughty pheasant is concerned. So I will show you tomorrow the pheasant and also his new girlfriend on tomorrow's live stream. That's what I will be doing from 2 p.m. UK time tomorrow. So I will be back with you tomorrow on YouTube in the studio at 2 p.m. UK time. And we will have some fun, we will have some games, and we will have a look at my pheasant and his new, very beautiful girlfriend. Ooh, very nice. I am happy when I watch your stream. Thank you very much. Twan and Nguyen. Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Duncan from Poland. Hello to you. Zaruk is watching in Poland. Nice to see you here today. I think the sun is coming out. I think the sun is starting to come out, everyone. Yes. Hello, sun. It's nice to see you back again. The sun is back and everything in the world is not too bad. Thank you very much. I will be going in a minute for two reasons. I've been standing here for nearly 1 hour and 40 minutes, and also it's getting cold. I've just noticed it's starting to get cold out here. My hands are starting to turn blue. So before I go, can I ask you, please give me a big thumbs up. Beep, 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 beep. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, and also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Oh, hello, Dolly. Dolly Dang. Your smile makes me happy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I can bring a little bit of fun and enjoyment to you today, because I must be honest with you. I do like doing this. So I will try to be with you as often as I can. I will be with you tomorrow. The time, 2 p.m. UK time. I will be with you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. I know I keep repeating it, but I'm always asked, Mr. Duncan, when are you on? Tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. My uncle is from Poland, says Juliana, and he is also my godfather as well. Thank you very much to Sidi. Thank you also to Larissa. Nice to hear. Oh, thank you, Lucas. Lucas has actually subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. Nice to see you here. Yes, I like all sorts of music. I like Indian music. I like all sorts of music. I like music from the Middle East. I like Middle Eastern music. Some of it is very soothing, relaxing, and sometimes it is also good music to listen to when you want to feel happy as well. So I do like music that has a nice rhythm. So I like music that makes you feel like dancing. Thank you, Mr. Duncan, says Mika. Thank you also to Zaruk. Your way of pronouncing words is very good. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. I like seeing you every day. Thank you, MC. I will be back tomorrow. I'm definitely here with you tomorrow. What time? What time am I here tomorrow? Someone tell me. Is this your garden? Yes, it is. Yes, Twan, this is my garden. I'm talking to you at the moment from my garden in England, but I will be going soon. Yes. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you, Marina. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. I will be here tomorrow. Can you say my name? Yes, I can. Maybe I can do it with a song. Hello, hello to Lucas Dong. Lucas Dong is watching in Vietnam. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you, Uni Karina. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Ian. Ian Chu. See you tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time. This is Mr. Duncan saying thanks for watching me. Thanks for joining me. And I hope you've had a good time. I am going. I will see you tomorrow. And I will be in my lovely warm studio tomorrow. Not outside in the freezing cold. And of course, until the next time we meet here on YouTube, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Thank you very much for watching me today. Thank you, Putri, Eric. Thank you, Kwong, Dwi, Mika, Twan. Thank you very much. And all I have to say now is until tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. Ta-ta for now.